Hey everyone, I hope you recovered from the online testing that we've done. Getting some rest. Tonight's homework is just a review on estimating decimals, the sums and differences. Last time we did the sums, which is the answer to an addition problem, and today we're going to be working on the differences, and those are the answers to a subtraction problem. So let's go ahead and get started. We're estimating, and so with 9 and 76 hundredths, we're going to subtract it from 3 and 28 hundredths. So I'm going to show you, I think I can just do it here. I'll do it on this side here. So I'm looking at 9 and 10, and remember we said in the center part that's 50. So I have the 9 taken care of. Where would I put the 76? It's kind of hard to see there. The 76 would go on this side of the 50 or to the left side of the 50. Right, it's going to go over here. And so it's going to be closest to 10. Next I'm going to do the next number line. And it's going to be 3 to 4, and I'm going to put my 50 in the center. Next is the 28. Where would my 28 go? Yes, it's going to be to the left because it's less than 50, so it'll probably be about there. So it's going to be closest to the 3. So when adding this up, I'm going to have 10, or not adding, subtracting, 10 minus 3, and so my answer then is going to be 7. Okay, does that make sense? Start putting all your work on a number line when it comes to estimating so that you can see it a lot better. I'm going to use pencil, using my glittery purple pen, and it's not coming out very well. All right, we're going to do the same thing with number 5. Again, I'm going to create a number line. Is it going to be 7 or 8? 50 in the middle. Where would I put the 36? Is 36 less than 50 or greater than 50? Yeah, you're right, it's less than, because I have 3 in the tenths, or the tenths place, and then the 50 there. So it's going to be 36 here. All right, and now look at this. It's between 0 and 1, and that's the half mark. Where would I put the 83 hundredths? It'll be over here someplace, and so it's going to be closest to the 1. Here we said the 36 is going to be closest to the 7, right? And so I'm going to have 7 minus 1, and the answer equals 6, and my difference is 6. All right, got it? All right, let's move on to number 6. Again, I'm going to place my numbers on a number line. What is between 5 and 6? Is it going to be, what is to the nearest whole number? I'm going to put my 50 right in the middle. Now, is 55 less than 50 or greater than 50? Yeah, right. So it's going to go probably about right there, right? Because it's greater than 50. So let's take a look at this one here then. So it's greater than 50, so it's closest to 6. So I'm circling my 6. Now the next one, you're like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? So we have 25 cents or 25 hundredths. Well, what is between 0 and 25 hundredths? Now remember when we were doing the metric ruler and we were saying, look at all the numbers in between the when we were looking at 4 tenths or 40 hundredths, and look at all those numbers in between. It's the same concept, but here we're only doing the 0 and 25 hundredths. Okay, so what is the 25? Oops, I'm so sorry. That's wrong. I placed that in the wrong place. I just got really carried away. Okay, so it's between 0 and 1. And I'm going to put my 50 mark there. And for my 2500ths, where would that be? Because remember, this is the one whole. Is that going to be, it'll be less than or greater than 50 hundredths? Less than. So then it's 0. That's what I'm going to estimate it to. So now I'm going to have 6 minus 0, and what is that? Yeah, that's right, it's just going to be 6, because I'm going to take 0 out of 6, leaves me with 6. If I had 6 Snicker bars and I'm giving out nothing, how many Snicker bars do I still have left? Got it, it's still 6. Alright, so you can think of it that way. Remember, make those connections of your real-world experiences to know what you are, so that you can see about the subtraction and finding those differences. All right. Excuse me. Let's look at number 8. Still following the same concept. But now, is it going to be a lot easier? Somebody's messaging me on YouTube. Got that there. Okay. So, as a matter of fact, let me do this way. So I'm looking at the first problem. Let me scoot this up. I'm going to get I'm going to get some paper. And my question number 8 is 7 and 32 hundredths minus 3 and 76 hundredths. They got a circle because it's which is the way my symbols are going to go, my inequality symbols, less than or greater than. And I have 9 and 23 hundredths minus 4 and 28 hundredths. Told me that I need to estimate first and then compare. So with this one right here, I have 7, 8, 50 in the middle. My 32 hundredths, let me move this up here. I did my number line. 32 hundredths, less than or greater than 50 hundredths. Less than, right? So it'll be right here. So it's closest to 7. So this will be a 7. Minus, okay, so I'm going to bring that here. Is it going to be 3 or 4? Because I'm rounding it to the nearest whole number. My 50 hundredths is, yeah. Oh, that's right, because I'm not going live. I'm thinking, oh, do y'all know that I'm live? But I'm not live because I have to go and do some numbers to it. Okay, so now it's 3 and 4. 76 hundredths. Is that greater than 50 hundredths or less than 50 hundredths? Yeah, it's greater. So I'm going to say it's probably about right here, which is closest to 4. So now I have 7 right here minus 4. And what does that give me? If I took 4 out of 7, you're right, that's 3. So I'm going to draw my circle here. I'm going to do the same thing with this one here. With 9, moving this over here, 9 and 23 hundredths. So rounding it to the nearest whole number, got to bring that back down. Sorry about that. There we go. 50 in the middle. 23 hundredths, less than or greater than 50 hundredths? You're right, less than. So it's going to be closest to what? 9. So I'm going to put my 9 here. Minus, do you see what that is? Can you already see it? Oh, wish I could hear your voice on that one. You're absolutely right. So it's going to, 4 is going to be closest because 28 hundredths is less than 50. So 9 minus 4 equals 5. And I think I want to make sure I kind of outline this here. 3, so which way is my symbol going to go? Yeah, because 3 is less than 5. Way to go. So that's right. So do you see the work that I showed how to get to my path? How did I get to my answer? And this is what you're needing to do, is to show it. I need to see your thinking. You need to see your thinking so that it can start to register quicker and faster for you. All right, let's go to the next problem. Problem is number 9, and now we're talking money. So I have $18.25 plus $5.50, and then I have $10.75 plus $15, and we needed to estimate. Okay, so Oh, we were doing the addition. Oh, that's right, because we were supposed to do number 10. But that's okay. We can get this one done really quickly. $18.25 plus $5.50. Bring my circle there. $10.75 plus $15. All right, so I'm going to bring this down here. I have my number line. I'm rounding it to the nearest whole. 18, 50's in the middle. Can you see it already? All right, so the 25 cents is going to be on this side, so it's closest to 18. So 18 plus, now I'm going to have my, my 5, the 50, and 6. Well, it's right smack in the middle, so we said that if it's equal to, greater than, or equal to or greater than, it's going to be here because we're going to be rounding that up. So it's 6. So 18 plus 6 equals 24. And I'm going to take my red pencil so that we don't get confused of what the answer we came up with. Going to do the same process and putting my numbers on the number line over here. Yes, it's a little tedious, but I want you to see it and to understand it because you're in training right now, okay? My 75 cents is going to be on this side because it's going to be closest to the whole, the 11. And so this would be 11 plus, well, look at this. That's going to stay what? That's going to stay the same. As a matter of fact, this is where I should have put it. 11 plus 15 is 15. It's right there on it, so that would be 26. So which way is my symbol going to go? You got it. It's going to face, the open is facing the 26, so we say that 24 is less than 26. Good job. All right, let's do number 10 just because it's a subtraction problem, and you want to make sure that you get in some of your subtraction practices. So number 10 is 6 and 2/10 minus 4 and 8/10. And is that going to be less than or greater than 7 and 23/100 minus 5 and 8/100? We need to estimate. Looking at it, what can we say then? The 6 is going to be at 6 or a 7. So 6/10 is closer to the 6, or is it closer to the 7? Yeah, it's closer to the 6. Good job, guys. Okay, now the 4 and 8/10. Closer to the 4 or closer to the 5? Ooh, excellent. That's going to be 5. So 6 minus 5 is 1. To prove that we're right, I have the 6 and I have the 7. I put my 50 in the middle. My 2/10 is here. It's closest to the 6. To prove the other one, is it 4 or 5? I put my half mark here. 8/10, 5/10. So I don't need to put my 0 as my hero. 8 is greater. 8/10 is greater than 5/10. So it's closer to the 5. 6 minus 5 equals 1. Remember to slow me down, pause me, so that you can go and go back over and check that out. Put that circle in the middle, just so that I know which way my symbol's going to go. So can you figure this one out? 7 and 23/100. Closer to 7, closest to 8. Way to go. Closest to 7, because it's less than 50/100. Good job. Minus, okay, 5 and 8/100. Closest to 5, closest to 6. Yes, excellent. It is closest to 5. So I have 7 minus 5 equals 2. Which way is my symbol going to go? You got it. So 1 is less than 2. All right, so I hear some people saying, can you show me on a number line? Yep, gotcha. 7 and 8. In between is my 50/100. My 23/100 is less than 50, so I'm closer to the 7. Then doing it on my 5.